should define first what is curvilinear motion.
Curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion is defined as motion that occurs when a particle travels along a curved path. The curved path can be in 2 dimensions or in 3 dimensions.
So, ayun na nga. Nalaman nyo at nakita ko ano yung simple definition ng curvilinear motion. And basically, ang concept ng isang curvilinear motion is described as a moving particle that conforms to a known or a fixed curve. Ito yung mga bagay na gumagalaw sa pasikot-sikot na daanan, or ito yung mga bagay na gumagalaw in a circular, cylindrical, or irregular line motion.
Generally, if we talk about motion, it is associated with position, velocity, and acceleration. At bago natin makuha yung velocity and acceleration ng isang moving particle, kailangan muna natin malaman yung position niya. And pagkatapos nun, pwede na rin natin masolve yung acceleration and velocity nun.
And also, we know that when we talk about velocity, it is defined as change in position with respect to time. And when we talk about acceleration naman, it is defined as a change in velocity with respect to time.
May dalawang perspective yung curvilinear motion, yung 2-dimensional at saka 3-dimensional.
But here in our video, we will only focus on the 2-dimensional curvilinear motion. And for your better understanding, we will give some examples.
5 friends wearing smartwatches conducted a sprint test to find out who among them runs the fastest. Brian leads to enter the curve lane as defined by the parabola y is equal to 4 over 50 x squared. The smartwatch detects his velocity represented in x component as vx is equal to 0.90 minus 0.3 meter per second, where t is in seconds. How far does he travel from the starting point of the curvature after 5 seconds? Determine the x and y component of the velocity and acceleration.
So, sa problem natin, meron tayong tatlong given. Yung velocity niya in the x component, which is defined by the equation 0.9t minus 0.3, at ang kanyang unit is meter per second. At given din yung parabola ng kanyang path, which is y is equal to 0.08 x squared, at meron tayong time na 5 seconds. So, ang una natin gagawin is, kukunin natin yung x and y component ng position ng runner. Yung gagamitin nating equation is yung x component ng velocity, which is Vx is equal to 0.9t minus 0.3 meter per second. Ang gagawin natin dyan is, i-integrate natin. Alam naman natin na velocity is equal to change in position with respect to time. So, gagawin natin yung variable separable. Vx dt is equal to dx. Yun na, tapos i-integrate natin both sides. And, itong dx, ang kanyang limits is from 0 to x, at ang limit naman ng kabilang side, which is vx dt, ay 0 to t. So, sa equation na to, gagamitin natin. Substitute natin yung yung x component ng velocity, which is yung 0.9t minus 0.3 dt. So, integrate natin yan. Ang integration ng dx is equal to x. Yung kanyang limits is from 0 to x. At ang integration naman ito is 0.45 t squared minus 0.3t, at ang kanyang limit is from 0 to t. So, ito, x minus 0 is equal to 0.45 t squared, yung limit na t, minus 0.3t, and yung limit niya na 0. So, automatic 0 yan kasi merong variable na dalawa dito. And, ang magiging sagot dito is simplify natin, x is equal to 0.45 t squared minus 0.3 t. So, ayan na yung x component ng position natin. So, ang next na kunin natin is yung y component ng position. At makuha natin yun gamit yung parabola, which is defined by the equation y is equal to 0.08 x squared. So, isa-substitute lang natin yung value na x na nakuha natin nung una. maging y is equal to 0.08 times the quantity of 0.45 t squared minus 0.3 t squared. So kapag na-simplify natin yan, makakuha tayo ng equation na y is equal to 0.08 times the quantity of 0.2025 t raised to 4 minus 0.27 t cubed plus 0.09 t squared. So, meron na tayong y component at meron na tayong x component. Alam natin na ang position in vector is equal to xi plus yj. So, isi-substitute lang natin yung y and x component, yung y and x dito sa may equation na nakuha natin. So, r is equal to 0.45 t squared minus 0.3 t I plus yung y natin which is 0.08 times 0.2025 t raised to 4 minus 0.27 t cubed plus 0.09 t squared j. So, ayan, meron na tayong equation ng vector ng position. So, sabi doon kasi, ano yung magiging position ng runner within 5 seconds. So, basically, ang gagawin lang natin, i-substitute natin yung 5 seconds dito sa may equation na to. At makakakuha tayo ng sagot na r is equal to 10.05i plus 11.88j. So, ito yung vector. Pero ang hinahanap doon is yung magnitude ng position. Kaya, ang gagawin natin is simply as yung square root of the sum of the squares of the two components. So, the square root of 10.05 squared plus 11.88 squared. So, kapag in-input niyan sa calculator, makakakuha kayo ng 15.56 and ang unit natin is in meter. So, ito yung position ng runner within 5 seconds. So, ang pangalawang hinahanap natin is yung velocity or yung x and y component ng velocity natin. So, alam naman natin na ang velocity is equal to the change in position with respect to time. So, ang gagawin lang natin is i-derivative natin yung nakuha natin na position vector. So, makukuha natin yung velocity which is 0.9t, yung derivative ng 0.55t squared minus 0.3, derivative na to, I, plus, ganun din yung pangalawa which is 0.08 times 0.81 t cubed minus 0.81 t squared plus 0.18 t j. So, dun sa may problem ulit, meron tayong time na 5 seconds. So, simply as sa-substitute lang natin yung value ng time dito sa may equation natin ng velocity. So, makakuha tayo ng sagot ng 4.2i plus 10.24j. So, ang hinahanap doon yung x and y component ng velocity. So, simply as ang magiging x component natin is yung 4.2i at saka yung y component natin is 10.24. So, vx is equal to 4.2i. Ang kanyang unit is meter per second. At yung vy natin is 10.24 j meter per second. And lastly, ang hinahanap natin naman is yung x and y component ng acceleration. So basically, sinabi nga natin nung una ng acceleration is defined as the change in velocity with respect to time. So, ang gagawin lang natin, i-derivative lang natin yung nakuha naman nating velocity in previous kanina na 0.90 minus 0.3i plus 0.08 times 0.81t cubed minus 0.81t squared plus 0.18t. So, i-derivative lang natin yan. Makakuha tayo ng acceleration, equation ng acceleration na 0.9i plus 0.08 times 2.43 t squared minus 1.62t plus 0.18 j. So, ang time nga natin is 5 seconds. So, substitute na naman natin yung 5 seconds dito sa nakuha natin equation. Makakakuha tayo ng sagot na 0.9i plus 6.60 j. So, ayan nga. Nakuha na natin yung vector. So, ang hinahanap dun is yung x and y component ng acceleration. So, sinabi ko nga kanina yung x component niya is itong may kasamang i at itong may kasamang j yung y component niya. So, ax is equal to 0.9i. Ang unit natin is meter per second squared. So, yung ay naman natin is 6.60 j meter per second squared.
Students play soccer game at their leisure time. One of them kicks the ball so that it leaves the student foot at the speed Vx is equal to 5t minus 2 meter per second at an angle 30 degrees. Find the displacement of the ball after 3 seconds and the maximum height the ball can reach, assuming that the curved path of the ball is defined by the parabola.
So, sa pangalawa nating problem, meron tayong 4 na given. Yung x component ng velocity which is defined by the equation 5t minus 2 meter per second. Yung parabola ng path which is negative 0.04x squared. Meron tayong angle na 30 degrees at meron tayong time na 3 seconds. So, gagamitin na naman natin yung variable sa parabol dito. Yung vx is equal to vx dt. So, again, ang limits nitong dx is from 0 to x at ito naman is 0 to t. Dito. So, ayan, isa-substitute natin yung value ng dx which is 5t minus 2 meter per second yung unit. So, ang makuha natin yan kapag in-integrate natin, x, ang limit niya is 0 to x. Yung kabilang side naman is 5 halves t squared minus 2t, kanyang limit is 0 to t. So, kapag simplify natin yan, makukuha tayo ng sagot na x is equal to 5 halves t squared minus 2t. So, ayan na yung x component natin. So, ngayon, kukunin naman natin yung y component ng position. Gagamitin natin yung parabola na y is equal to negative 0.04x squared. So again, i-substitute lang natin yung nakuha nating x dito. Kaya makakuha tayo ng equation na y is equal to negative 0.04 times 5 halves t squared minus 2t squared. Kapag sinimplify natin to, makakukuha tayo ng y is equal to negative 0.04 times 25 over 4 t raised to 4 minus 10t cubed plus 4t squared. So, yung equation ng vector position natin is r is equal to xi plus yj. So, isa-substitute lang natin yung value na x and y. So, makakuha tayo ng equation na r is equal to 5 halves t squared minus 2t I plus negative 0.04 times 25 over 4 e raised to 4 minus 10 t cubed plus 4t squared j. So, ayan na yung position vector natin. So, yung gagawin naman natin, kukunin natin yung velocity. So, alam natin na ang velocity is defined by the change in position with respect to time. So, i-derivative natin tong nakuha natin na position vector. So, makakuha tayo ng equation ng velocity, which is 5t minus 2i minus 0.04 times the quantity of 25 t cubed minus 30 t squared plus 8t j. So, sinabi din doon na meron tayong time na 3 seconds. So, simply as i-substitute lang natin yung time dito sa nakuha nating velocity vector. So, makakakuha tayo ng sagot na 13i minus 17.16j. Pero ang kailangan natin yung magnitude ng vector. Anong velocity pala. So, kukunin natin yung square root ng sum of the squares of their component. So, ito, maging 13 squared plus 17.16 squared. So, kapag in-input nyo yan sa calculator nyo, makakuha kayo ng velocity na 21.53 at ang unit is meter per second. So, ayun, nakuha na natin yung velocity. Ang kukunin natin yung displacement ng ball within 3 seconds. Meron tayong formula na displacement is equal to v naught cosine theta times yung time. Nakuha na natin yung velocity which is 21.53 meter per second. May angle tayo na 30 degrees at meron tayong time na 3 seconds. So, ayun nga, para makuha natin yung displacement ng ball, gagamitin natin yung formula na r is equal to v naught cosine theta times time. So, meron tayong given na velocity which is 21.53 meter per second. Meron din tayong angle na 30 degrees at time na 3 seconds. So, isi-substitute lang natin lahat ng given dito sa may formula natin. So, displacement is equal to 21.53 cosine yung angle na 30 degrees times yung time na 3. So, kapag in-input nyo yun sa calculator ninyo, makakuha kayo ng sagot na 55.94. Ang unit niya is in meter. So, ayan yung displacement ng ball within 3 seconds. So, ang kukunin naman natin lastly is yung maximum height ng ball. So, meron tayong formula na v naught sine theta squared over 2g at alam natin na ang gravitational force natin is 9.81 meter per second squared. So, i-input lang natin lahat ng given na sinabi ko kanina. Meron tayong angle na 30 degrees at meron tayong velocity na 21.53 meter per second. So, magiging y max is equal to 21.53 sine yung angle na 30 degrees square natin yan over 2 times yung acceleration natin na 9.81 meter per second squared. So, kapag in-input nyo sa calculator tong equation na to, makakuha tayo ng maximum height na 5.91 meters.